I think it's a huge success, but it needs to be replicated to other districts, especially to the other flood-prone districts and whole coastal belt for the cyclone. Then another one was established by the Disaster Management Board, that is Disaster Management Information Center. It has a good infrastructure down to the Upajala level. If we look from the national level, the DMRD, DMB, DRR, Management Department, those are actually, I can tell you that approximately 100% computerized. They have ICT, they took ICT skill training, they full internet email connectivity, and they expanded it to all 64 districts and to the 235 Upajalas. So in next couple of years, they are also going to expand this network to the all Upajalas. Approximately 482 Upajalas, so it will be also covered. Another one is the climate change database. It was prepared by the climate change cell under the Department of Environment. In that database, you will get a lot of information related to the climate change, catchment areas, rainfall information, precipitation information, settlement. It also includes humidity, rainfall, and it actually a lot of data. So what I know that it includes last 35 years data, which is very important for the climate change practitioners, also the disaster management practitioners. Then if we go to the Bangladesh Met Department, so they have 35 Met observatory stations. It is all computerized. Couple of years back, all of those Met stations were sending data through single site bed, and one limitation was they couldn't send data in the night because of the technical limitation. They computerized their Met stations. They have built their data ingestion system so that they can send data online. Now, this is where, in a nutshell, where we are now, where we should go in terms of strategy. What are the strategic priorities now? So, I can tell you that this is in the draft format. These are the areas we have identified, and we organize this session to get your feedback. So what we have identified is in this document. So I am giving you the summary. So the priorities are divided in 6 areas. One is climate modeling and medium-term hazard forecasting. Another one is GIS and remote sensing for disaster management. Third one is ICT for weather and early warning dissemination. Fourth one, disaster assessment and managing post-disaster recovery. Fifth one as awareness. Third one is ICT for our capacity building. So in terms of climate modeling and medium-term hazard forecasting, so first one we see the priorities: computer-based models to predict long-term climatic changes, which should include the long-term climatic pattern, longer-term predictions, information such as expected level of sea level rise, and continual environmental monitoring. In medium-term hazard forecasting, models need to be prepared to predict the possible river erosion. One example can be CEGIS. Last year, CEGIS has developed a modeling tool to predict the river erosion ahead of 2 months' time. Another one has a model on rainfall or drought to train farmers to grow crops that suits changed weather patterns and create market for new crops well ahead of time. So in terms of GIS and remote sensing for disaster management, layered GIS data with geo-reference information should be made available to the stakeholders, which should include hazard zone maps, resource availability, vulnerable infrastructure, evacuation paths, etc. So I put the name of SPASO here because SPASO, the national focal point for peaceful application of space science, we need a lot of things to strengthen the parcel so that we can build its capacity to acquire real-time high-resolution data. It requires skilled manpower to provide data imaging services and advices to the disaster management organizations. Another one is online geodatabase. One example could be the earthquake vulnerability micro-resolution database available with the Institute of Food and Disaster Management, showing the vulnerable buildings in a couple of city corporations like Dhaka, Chittagong, and Sylhet. These things should be in the online. In terms of ICT for weather and early warning designation, first one comes to our mind is improving the lead time for the forecast. So, flood forecasting warning center is forecasting now 3 days or 72 hours flood forecast. It should be extended to 10 days or 15 days. So, they are doing it, but it needs to be streamlined so that people can get this information 10 days ahead. So, if I know that what will happen after 3 days, what I can do in 3 days. But if I can know, I don't know it before 10 days, then I have enough time to do some action. Another one, this is specifically goes to the management department, that is numerical weather prediction. Now we say that there will be rainfall, but we cannot tell that how much the rainfall will be. Will it be the total there will be rainfall? Okay? Will it be 10 centimeter? Will it be 30 centimeter? So this needs to be solved through the implementation of numerical weather prediction system. Another one is automated weather stations. Now we use a manual system to get some weather information like rainfall, wind speed, wind direction, etc. Now even at cheap cost, the technology is available which can get this basic information automatically and send it to the satellite server for quick analyzing. So these things should be introduced in the management department. Then mobile phone, the penetration of mobile phone is increasing day by day. So we can use these mobile phones services. There are a lot of mobile phone services like self-broadcasting, I tell you one. And there is interactive voice services, SMS, push-pull services, etc. should be used more widely so that the community can get this information instantly. Satellite-based communication system. This is specifically required if we consider the earthquake threat. If there is an earthquake of 6.5 to 7 or 7.5 Richter scale, then we can expect that the mobile communication, other means of communication will totally be disrupted. In that case, the normal people or the disaster manager, how they will coordinate is a big challenge. So we need to introduce some satellite-based communication, because in case of satellite-based communication, you will be dependent on the satellite. So if the earth infrastructure is destroyed, you will not be interrupted. One example is begun. So these opportunities can be explored. We already started using internet email, but we need to increase the use of internet and email. The integrated VHF HF system. VHF and HF system is mainly now used by the CPP Cyclone Preparedness Program. So one limitation we see that the CPP can only command to the CPP volunteers with their VHF and HF. But what we mean by the integrated VHF and HF? Say, can the CPP volunteer talk to a police officer who is having another VHF? So this is we mean by integration. That is, armed forces division has its own VHF system, police has its own VHF system, the RAF has its own VHF system, fire services own. For all of this needs to be integrated. The last one is the use of community radio. So government has issued community radio licenses to some operators. So we can use the community radio to educate the people, to raise awareness in the specific area with the specific local language. And disaster assessment and managing post-disaster recovery. One important thing is